Been a while, hasn't it? Yo guys, it's me, it's the Wolf that does everything. And as you can see in the background over here, there's a dartboard. There. And that's because today is, well, that's not the main reason, I just like playing darts. But today is the start of the World Grand Prix of Darts. And we're going through my 7 picks to win the World Grand Prix of Darts. Plus 3 honourable mentions. It was going to be 5 of each, but I can't pick between 4 or 5 in me picks and then the top 2 honourable mentions. But yeah, right. This tournament, whereas in normal tournaments such as the Premier League, the World Championship, Match Play, in them you can start on anything you want. This you have to start on a double. And yeah, we're gonna, as I just said, go through my picks for it. My first pick, honourable mention, is Johnny Clayton. I could see Johnny making a good run, but he doesn't have the extra edge over some of the picks on here. My second pick is Prix. Earlier this year he was a bit iffy on doubles. He qualified for the Premier League playoffs, great, but his form started to increase since then. But yeah, I don't think he's actually won any stage championships recently. But yeah, you never know what Prix you're gonna get. Yeah, darts is always about momentum and what you're gonna see on the day. And my third honourable mention is Jan van Veen, the World Youth Champion. He's a great player. He knocked Luke Humphries world #1 out of the World Match Play in the first round, I believe. But he's up against someone who I believe is better than Humphries. He should be a lot higher in the rank. Well, he should be #1 in the rankings, in my opinion, this guy. Right. 7th place. Reigning champion Mike De Decker. See, the reason I've put him 7th is because he's an unseeded player, which means he is in a very tough position to defend his title. And I believe he is on the littler side of the draw, the Luke Littler side of the draw, which if he advances to the next round, he will have to play littler, I believe. Let me just check that is true. Yes, that is true. That will be a problem for him, I believe, even though he beat Luke Humphries last year in the final. But I think he will have the advantage knowing what it's like to win a tournament like this. That's why he's number 7 on this list. Number 6 on this list is James Wade. James Wade, he's one of those players who, he went away for a while. Like, he didn't go away from darts, he just went out of the spotlight a bit. You never really saw him. Like, he was in Premier League and stuff, but you never really hit the bar and fighting for titles, really. But he is, ever since that World Match Play this year, he has been on top form. And I could see him going forward, maybe as far as the semi-finals in this tournament. Number 5, this could be a bit of bias from me, but number 5 in my picks for this is Nathan Aspinall. Yes, he starts against Luke Humphries, as I said, the world #1, but he is an unseeded player. But he's going to know if he wants any chance of qualifying for the Premier League of Darts next year, he's going to have to turn up to this tournament, the Grand Slam of Darts tournament, and World Championship, and possibly even have to win one and make it to the semi-finals of the other 2. This year, he's been on and off. He made it to Premier League playoffs, the Final 4, even knocking out Michael Van Gerwen, which is a great achievement for Nathan, because like no one expected it. But he also made it to World Championship quarterfinals, I believe, got knocked out by Luke Littler. But again, I don't think he's got, I could see him beating Humphries. This match could go either way, and whoever wins this, I think, could go on to possibly even the final. But I don't think he's got it in him right now to beat Humphries, and that's why he's so far down this list. Right, number number 4, Michael Van Gerwen. Right, Michael Van Gerwen will start his campaign against Dirk the Titan. But with Michael Van Gerwen, like I said, with Wade, with Gerwen, and same with even Nathan now, you never know what Michael Van Gerwen you're going to get. But he's recently just won his first TV title, and I think they said 2 years, which is a great achievement, winning the World Series. But I can't see him making the run where, because at the World Championship, he lost, let's say, he got obliterated by Luke Little in that final. In the Premier League, he didn't even make it out the league stage. He didn't make it to the playoff stage, which that's not a good thing for Van Gerwen. World Match Play got knocked out by Josh Rock in an amazing comeback from Josh Rock. I can't see him. He won the World Series final, beating even Josh Rock, Luke Little in the final, but I can't see him making it past. I can see him making it to the semis, but I can't see him making it past Littler or even Rock, Gerwen, Price. As I said, I could see him maybe challenging Price, but I can't see him, like, yeah, if you know what I mean. It'll be tough for him to get past Price. But that's why I've got him ranked higher than Price on here. Right, me top 3 picks now. Josh Rock. Josh Rock has been impeccable this year. He's not had, see, with Josh Rock, he's not had the easiest run down here. I believe going into the match play, he's ranked in an unseeded position, which, if you're unseeded, it's hard luck. That you are in for a fight there. But he made it to the semi-final where he lost out to Luke Littler. But he's one of those players, Josh Rock, if he turns up, you are in for a horrible night. And I think Ryan Joyce in the first round is a great battle for him. Ryan Joyce could knock him out. He could easily knock out Ryan Joyce though. Whereas if he makes it past that round, he has to play Gerwen Price, who again is a very tough battle for anyone to even play. Even for a Littler or Humphries, it's tough. But I think he can make it past Price. It's just whether he can make it past Littler. He again is on the Littler side of the draw. And then if he makes it past Littler, there's always the chance he has to play Van Gerwen. He has to play. Sorry, not Van Gerwen. It's Van Gerwen he has to play. Sorry, I don't know why I was losing my mind for a minute then. But there's always something about Josh Rock when he played Van Gerwen. He just pops. If he makes it past Van Gerwen, I can see him winning it. If he makes it past Littler, he's my pick to win it. Anyway, number 2 pick, Luke Humphries. Luke Humphries is on probably the easiest side of the draw in my opinion. He's the world number 1. He in the last 2 tournaments, last year he made it to the final. The year before he won it, winning his first ever major, that was. And as I said earlier, he's got Nathan Aspinall. Nathan Aspinall is one of those players you don't know who's going to turn up. If Nathan Aspinall does not turn up, there is always the chance that Luke Littler 2 sets to 0 owes him. Forgot to mention, this is played in set format. So if it's a bit... So it's 2 sets, best of 3 sets, the first round. So first 2. And then it's first to 3 legs in them sets. So yeah. But as I said, with Aspinall, you don't know who you're going to get. So Humphries, I think, could maybe just take it past Aspinall. I'm going to say 2-1 in that match though. And then he's got Martin Schindler or Christopher Frykowski, I think you'll be. I think you'll make it through that. Make it to the quarters where you'll have to play Dolby, Menzies, Chris Dolby, Cameron Menzies, Rob Cross or Vessel Nyman. I can't see any of them knocking them out. And same with in the semis where you'd have to play Stephen Bunton, Nico Springer, Danny Noppard, Jermaine Watamina, James Wade, Joe Cullen, Gary Anderson and Raymond Van Barneveld. I could not see any. Realistically, if Luke Humphries wins, I think he's got a run to the final there. Whereas if Nathan wins, I think Nathan could possibly get knocked out next round or round after. Sorry about that. My number one pick to win it, in my opinion, should be the number one in the world right now. Luke the Nuke Littler. Luke Littler has won the World Championship this year. Missed out barely in the Premier League in the final to Luke Humphries. In the World Match Play, in the World Cup of Darts, him and Humphries teamed up for Team England. They got knocked out by Team Germany in their first match. World Match Play, he won it. I can't see anyone taking it to Little. The only people I can possibly see it taking it to Littler are Luke Humphries. Jan van Veen is he's a tough game. As I said, Mike De Decker maybe, Galen Price and Josh Rock. And depending on if he turns up, Michael Van Gerwen. I think if anyone stops him though, it will be Luke Humphries. I'm going to say Luke Littler's tournament. This is Luke Littler's tournament now.